Hello everyone. So finally Institute has announced the new scheme and the details of the syllabus, how will the exams be held, at what frequencies will the exams be held. It has been officially notified at ICAI website. Okay. So the moment I got to know, I thought I would just have a live discussion with all of you to understand what all are the changes that are going to happen. In the morning, we did have a brief discussion on the structure. Now here we'll be having a detailed discussion of the proposed structure. That is, what is going to happen, what are the papers that would be that would be a part of your syllabus, how many exams will be held. All of those things are not notified by a way of a scheme document. And after we go through the scheme document, if there are any questions, I'll definitely take it from you. So we'll start in a couple of few moments from now. A lot of these things you would already be aware of, because unofficially a lot of these things were already out, and but we thought a proper discussion would be possible only when we have the actual notification from the institute. So if you see the summary, there is there are a lot of discussion in a chairman message and all of that. You can go through it. I don't want to spend too much of time on that. So things which are important, which you must be knowing, is the most important part, the number of papers. So foundation 4 papers, intermediate 6 papers. So down from 8 papers we'll have only 6 papers. Then there is this 4 self-paced learning modules. I'll come to the details of that. So self-paced learning modules would cover what all? It would cover your corporate law, which is which has been kept out of the CA finance syllabus. Then it will cover strategic cost management. Then there is something on constitution. There is something on psychology. Okay, so a lot of things have been given as a part of self-paced learning module. So this has to be completed after you finish intermediate level. You learn these modules on your own, take up the exams, and then you can write the CA final examination. So this is in line with a lot of international practice, ACCA and all. If you see, there are optional papers which you can do at your own time. Whenever you want to, you can do it. And then importantly, because we thought IT, information technology, is such an important component of the course, and they have removed EIS from intermediate, and they had removed ISCA earlier from final. So what they have told is ethics and information technology would be integrated with curriculum of subjects at the final level. So for example, if you are doing financial reporting, they might include components of ERP, or if you are doing something on SFM, they might include things around blockchain, financial modeling and all of that. If you are looking at audit, they might include audit in an automated environment. So something like this would be integrated. And when I wrote CIMA, almost one question, at least every attempt, one part of a question would be based on ethics. Ethics basically meaning whether it is right thing to do or not. So more on decision making aspect. Then revalidation all is normal. There is nothing specific. So registration validation is 4 years here. For intermediate it is 5 years, and for final it is 10 years. Okay. And for foundation there is no revalidation. So basically you have to finish up your CA foundation in the 4 years time that has been given. And now things which institute is planning to bring about a change, I should say. In some cases there would in final there could be open book examination or restricted open book. Then 30% assessment by way of case scenario or study based MCQs. Right now we have in some papers, now we will have in more papers. Then mandatory multidisciplinary case study paper. Right now this is a part of elective, and this will be the mandatory. There will be a mandatory multidisciplinary case study paper. Again, this is in line with a lot of international courses that test students on multidisciplinary case study paper. So when you are learning, it is not that you will learn one subject and you'll forget it. That will not be the approach, obviously. And you have to integrate multiple subjects, multiple discussions, and based on that, you will be tested. So when I wrote SEMA strategic case study paper, they would integrate financial reporting, strategic management, risk management, and all of those things. Sir, is it officially announced? Yes, it is officially announced. Only then, I wanted to do this. This is downloaded from ICAI's website. You can download it from there. Okay, and thanks for joining in. We'll come to it. We'll come to each part of that. Then foundation, you can appear after class 12. That is the case right now. Then for intermediate, you have to complete 8 months of study period, either through foundation or through direct entry. Then final. Now here is the important change, that is you have to complete 2 years of article or practical training. Only then you can write final. So earlier you used to spend 2.5 years and then take some leave and write exams. Now you will have to write after 2 years. Then you have to pass the 4 self-paced learning modules, which means though corporate law, economic laws, these have been kept out of the syllabus, you have to learn them and you have to pass them, right? Then you have to complete your ITT and all of that. Then 6 months after 2-year practical training is completed and courses completed as mentioned above, appear for final examination. So what happened? Effectively, earlier also you were writing after 2.5 years. Now also you'll write after 2.5 years. So you have to complete practical training, and after 6 months of completion only you'll be able to write your CA final exam. So in a nutshell, earlier you used to get 4 months of study leave. Now you will get 6 months of study leave. Okay, and obviously after the study leave is over, there is no need to go back to the articleship unless you want to do practice. Now here there could be one challenge. People may try to postpone, they may be slightly lethargic and all of that. That should not be the case. Okay, because earlier there was a thing that you have to go back to articleship, so you had limited time. This might kind of cause indiscipline in students, which should not happen. And yes, there is also a proposal to increase the number of attempts to 3 examination per year instead of 2 examination. Okay, then another important change, foundation has been made really tough. So 50% in each paper and only 4 years to pass CA foundation. So that is very, very important change, so that students unnecessarily do not continue to keep on repeating and then later on they realize that this was not the right course for me. That is something I think in a positive direction. This is what used to be earlier, just that they have added 25% negative marking. And exemption can be carried forward to 3 attempts. If you want to carry forward exemption for more than 3 attempts, you have to secure 50% marks in remaining paper. This also we have done it. Okay, then they have introduced something called as business accounting associate. Instead of accounting technician course, you have business accounting associate. Then practical training will be continuous for 2 years period. So it has to be for 2 years period, and it can be commenced after qualifying both the groups of intermediate examination. So right now you could start your articleship after 1 year of your after first group or after second group. Now you have to complete both the groups. And let me tell you, the time this new scheme will be introduced, there will be sudden shortage of articles student. Right now also I see my my friends and all who keep on asking that we have requirement of articles. This will really make articles, shortage of articles actually. And this period you will not have any examination, and only 12 days leaves in a year is prescribed. So basically 1 day leave per month, if I have to put it that way. I think this is slightly lesser. Generally we should have at least 2 days leave per month, but anyways. Then you can undergo industrial training so basically you do 1 year of articleship and you can do industrial training for 9 months to 1 year. Then more or less the soft skills are same. And yeah, if you want COP, after post qualification you have to work under a CA, a fellow CA, okay, who is an FCA. You have to work for 1 year in a CA firm, and then only you will be given COP, right? Then now coming to the syllabus, the most important part, and this time I really like the way they designed the scheme. It is a really thing. Okay, right. So coming to the syllabus, accounting 100 marks. Currently also we have accounting of 100 marks. Business law 100 marks. So BCR is removed and business law is for 100 marks. Then you have business mathematics, logical reasoning, statistics, same as it is, and business economics 100 marks. Okay, so we'll see going further how much of details have been given. Intermediate, Advanced accounting 100 marks. So basically they have clubbed accounting and advanced accounting. Corporate laws 100 marks. Now what does this mean? This means that allied laws, okay, allied laws which were a part of your corporate law, other laws actually, not allied laws, your negotiable instrument act, then your contract act part thereof, general clauses act. We have to see what they have done. Cost and management accounting as it is remains at 100. Taxation 100 marks. Auditing and code of ethics, so they have introduced code of ethics along with auditing. Then financial management 50 marks and strategic management 50 marks. So basically information technology is out, economics is also out. Some part of economics would have been part of paper 4. Okay, then economic laws will be a part of your self-paced online modules. Basically there will be an online module which you have to complete and you have to write an exam. Secondly, strategic cost management and performance evaluation, that is also a self-paced module. Then specialization elective, student have to choose any one module. A lot of things are given here. Some things what I found interesting, that is in the second part. So risk management, government accounting, integrated reporting, you can choose any one module. Forensic audit is really interesting. Okay, arbitration, mediation and not mediation, mediation and conciliation, FCS, FSCM, valuation is also interesting. Forex and treasury management also very, very interesting. Then here, now this is something which I have seen first time in a CA curriculum. Constitution, psychology. Now that is really cool. Entrepreneurship, communication and philosophy. So you have to do A and B compulsorily, optional from C and optional from D. So basically you complete your CA intermediate, start your articleship, complete these online modules, only then you can write CA final. That too after 6 months of completion of your articleship. Then you have FR, you have advanced financial management, then you have advanced auditing and professional ethics, direct tax laws, indirect tax laws, and then multidisciplinary case study with strategic management. Okay, then so this is the chart which I have already explained to you. Okay, so now they have called practical training, not articleship training. That is what they have called. Then these are the what is to be done, and each step by step direct entry, how we should have, what should be done. Okay, what will happen if you are coming through direct entry if you cannot qualify CA final, and these are all general GAN of what is there. Then they have now articleship training. Now the word that is used is practical training. Okay, then so this is the proposal that we have already discussed. So here you see a dedicated 100 marks paper in lieu of 60 marks on business economics will include topics from the subject economics from finance. So something from economics from finance will be included here. Okay. This I think somehow I did not like, why they should highlight students in rural areas. It's not that only student in rural areas would have difficulty in English. Even students from urban area will have difficulty in English. So it's a very sad way of looking at things. Okay, so changes that has been made here. So this we have already discussed all of this. If a candidate is not able to clear foundation exam within 4 years, then he can opt for direct entry route to intermediate course subject to the fulfilling conditions. Similar thing which is existing now as well. Syllabus changes we have already discussed. That is also done. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can put it out in the chat box. I would be happy to address them. This document can be downloaded from institute's website. So basically they said since there will be no exams during the 2 years training, therefore the number of leaves has been restricted to 12 days a year. Okay, as I told in the video in the morning as well, you basically get an advantage of 5 to 6 months only. It's not that you are getting an advantage of 1 year. Okay, so that is all in this. Uh, we have not yet seen the detailed syllabus. As and when we get the details of individual subject-wise syllabus, what will happen, that we'll be able to help you more on that. Okay, so no need to bring negative mark. I think when they give MCQs, they would try to bring in negative marks. My articleship started on 5th of February. I'm a direct entry student. Can I give intermediate exam in nominative? Yes. So one thing, guys, whoever is doing their articleship as per the current scheme, I have told this in the morning also. For you, the current scheme will be applicable. You will not be eligible for this 2-year articleship. Okay. Paper 8 exemption in intermediate for old syllabus students. So they will announce that when there is a conversion from the current scheme to the new scheme, based on the papers you have cleared, you will be given exemptions. So this proposal, when will it be effected? See, they have given the draft notification. We have 30 days time to give our input or feedback. After that, we can decide on after that they will decide what is to be done. Then they will make an announcement, and then it will be effective. So for till May 23, in my judgment and in my opinion, till May 23, exams will not be held under the new syllabus. They may start from November 23 or maybe May 24. We have to wait and watch. Sir, a student clear intermediate in May 2022. Is he eligible to articleship in new scheme? So if they notify this, if they make this amendment effective, then you will be eligible to do articleship under the new scheme. Tentatively, as I told you, exams may be held from November 23 or May 24 is as far as my experience goes, because I have seen two changes, transitions. One, when I was myself a student, so I wrote CA intermediate PE2 in the then old syllabus, and then they introduced the new syllabus. Okay, so there was a transition. I had to move to new syllabus for CA final. Then again they changed in 2017, and again now they are proposing this change in 2022. Okay, if this notification becomes effective, and after that if you join articleship, then you will be covered under new syllabus. No, they will not provide any kind of relaxation on leaves. Okay, and we have pinned the official notification. The official notification is out. It was unofficially doing rounds on various platforms and channels and all of that. This is an official notification. The link is given in the pinned comment. You can take up from that. So I thought at least I'll catch up with you guys and do this discussion with you, just share with you the things that are happening now. Things better are, some subjects have been reduced slightly. Some changes like industrial practical training being reduced to 2 years is really a welcome step for students. You can start your career faster. But even if you do that, exams, by the time you pass your exam, it will almost be 2 years, 7 months, 2 year, 8 months kind of a thing. Okay, so that is, but still, you will be free from your articleship responsibilities. Effective, see, as I told you, 1 month is the public feedback period. So I'll you can go to ICAI website, and there you can see the new scheme, and there is also a place to put forward your suggestions, right? So you can put forward your suggestions there. CA Inter new subjects, I have already discussed in the previous video as well. If you want, I'll just quickly take you through. So currently you have accounting and advanced accounting. They are merged as a single subject called advanced accounting. Corporate and other laws will become only corporate law. Cost and management accounting will remain as it is. Taxation remains as it is. Auditing and assurance will become auditing and code of ethics. Financial management will remain as it is. Strategic management will remain as it is. EIS is out. Economics for finance, a large part of it will be moved to CA foundation. Okay, so they have mentioned it here as well. Economics for finance. Okay, then same thing for CA intermediate. Paper on corporate law would cover Companies Act in its entirety, since business law is already covered at foundation level through 100 mark paper. So Paper on corporate law will cover Companies Act in its entirety. So whatever you would learn in Companies Act at CA final, now you'll have to learn at CA inter. So what has happened actually is things have become slightly tougher for you at CA foundation and CA intermediate level. Okay, because there are really complex. I'm not scaring you. Provisions on directors, intercompany loans, and all of that. It actually makes it slightly complex. So that way, right? Okay. Stipend is increased. I think they'll make it applicable for the new student also. New subjects I've already seen. Okay, then what are the chances if one fails to complete CA foundation? So as I told you, if you fail CA foundation, if you're not able to clear, you can use the direct entry scheme. See, if they approve, I think we should have some clarity by August is my expectation that when they will include. See, we really don't know actually. This document would have been ready, but they took some time to make it public. There is an invitation to comment. You can comment on that. If we clear, yes. So if you if you clear group 1 in existing scheme and you convert, if at all you convert, then I think taxation is out, right? You have already cleared taxation. So you'll not be required to write taxation again. So what you'll be required to write is auditing and FM and SM. That's it. And I don't know, they may include advanced accounting. So we have to wait, okay, because we need to check what will their approach be on that. Okay. So yeah, I think I have addressed most of your queries. This is an official announcement. You can check at ICAI website. In case if you have more queries, feel free to ask us at the forums or ask us as at the in the comment section after the video. We will be responding to that. CA intermediate 3 and 3. So it will be 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lalit. And one last message for all of you. Those of you who are writing in November 22 and May 23, forget about the new scheme. Okay. You please prepare for the old scheme and write the exams in old scheme only. Pros and cons of new scheme. Okay. So one thing good they have done, in fact, quite a few things good they have done. One is making foundation slightly tougher and intermediate also slightly tougher so that students don't unnecessarily get stuck up. Because it looks good to or we keep on hearing stories that cleared in so many attempts and we get genuine queries where the students have already reached the age of 28, 30, 32, and then they are confused as to whether they should take up a career or they should continue CA and all of that. For them it is actually good because at foundation level itself it's clear whether it would be good for you to continue or not to continue. Reduction in number of subjects will reduce the burden from the student, but having said that, for example, corporate laws, if they have included final corporate law also as a part of CA Inter, then it makes it actually tough. Similarly, advanced accounting, if they have combined accounting and advanced accounting, it actually remains the same. Okay, but paper-wise, it becomes slightly less burdensome for the students. And yes, articleship, a lot of students felt that 3-year articleship is not worth it. You don't learn anything more after the second year. That is a welcome step, I should say. You complete your articleship in 2 years time. That actually fast tracks your career. Okay, so that is I think also a good thing. And integrating ethics and information technology, strategic management, having multidisciplinary case study actually broadens your outlook. Now the challenge with the institute would be the way I have seen them test the students in the examination so far is they will pick questions directly from study material, from RTPs, from past exam papers, right? When you have to test students on concepts, when you have to create multidisciplinary case studies, they should actually evolve in the way in which they will test the students. You cannot just pick up a question from the study material and say I've done a case study exam. That is not how it should be. Okay, so that should be a challenge. Otherwise, I think more or less a progressive step, right? So that is what it would be. Then okay, and COP for present scheme. See, present scheme is not impacted. If you want COP for the new scheme, after 2 years of articleship, take 1 year of practical training, post qualification experience under a practicing CA, a fellow practicing CA. Okay, Chalo, I think I've spoken enough. Thanks a lot for joining in such so late in the night. And if you have anything else, as I told you, you can put it out in the forums or ask on our website. We'll be happy to help you. Chalo. Thank you. Have and good night.